And here we go. It's now time. Team Nemesis versus FaZe Clan. We're starting things off with the KBM God. It's Wootum. And let's see if he can peel some faces with that mouse.
Look at that, just trying to fight Lucid. Lucid trying to take up so much ground with that OS. And this first snipe does go down for Nemesis. This is huge for FaZe. They have control of the BR side. They took down the sniper of Nemesis. They're in prime position to get another kill and run that flag.
They have not had an opportunity to quite yet. Trippy does manage to pick up that sniper from earlier on, so we'll see what he could do with it here. Of course, big game energy without a doubt. Nice shot there. Trippy gets the dub. Looking for another one on the steps, but that ain't coming. There you go. That's going to be 3. Not a triple, but you take the 3 kills out of that one, and now you're hoping for FaZe Clan to start to encroach onto this flag and make this pull happen.
Yeah, Trippy's done his part. He's like, someone else grab that flag because the kills have been secured, and there's his teammate, Lucid, grabbing that flag and running that over towards tower.
And he's staying in the back of the base as
It's
well.
perfect.
Perfect spot, perfect
It's
positioning.
perfect as long as he's doing the damage he needs to.
Yeah.
Just getting a pick or so here will be enough.
Oh, wait a minute, getting challenged on the left side, and Trippy was not prepared for that at all. Well played there to try and remove him from the equation.
Great play by Nemesis, somehow just slipping out through their tower side, going all the way out over to the FaZe Clan base, and actually making this so it's a potential counter cap.
Yeah, and if this ends up working out for Nemesis, it could be huge for them here. They're starting to march this one across. Question is whether or not they can get this one through. You see where some of these players are going to be positioned. One behind Snipe Drone there. He's looking for the targets, but he does not identify it. Wootum now in the fray. Did manage to find one. He's trying to keep and play his life here, but this could very well be a flag cap. There's no one around there to protect that flag carrier. Keep that in mind. I think we just saw him go down, so it's going to be a little bit of a heartbreaker, and there goes the overshield pickup for Lucid, a return, a potential counter cap.
I like this play, just trying to be as efficient as possible, doesn't need to wait the extra seconds, gonna get that flag moving, knows that flag's returning.
Brilliant.
And this one, I don't know how Nemesis is gonna be able to stop. They need a sniper if they're gonna be able to stop this from Lucid.
You're going to have to cover him with grenades and bullets, and it does not seem like that's going to work out, but wait a minute, he's going to be a little weak playing around that flag there. He's got someone pushing on the right side. Wait a minute.
He bought the time, it's fine, right?
Is it?
Question mark?
A question mark? I think so. They should be fine here. Yeah, Penguin gets it. That should be the cap, but they got to get the return. And there you have it. One on the board for FaZe Clan.
And just so perfectly played by Lucid. Look at how fast he was when he was over on the Nemesis side of the map. He didn't want to spend an extra half second to recover that flag. He wanted to get that moving. But then once he got the flag back on his side, patient as could be, made sure Nemesis members had to use grenades, all that firepower, all that attention to take him down. And eventually the kills go in FaZe's favor, and they eventually slam the flag in.
It's just a good job of identifying your win conditions in those moments. We constantly talk about how Halo is a game of micro decisions, and that I think is a really good example of it. It shows how a player like Lucid has found that success by being as heads up as he possibly can be. Now, a player we haven't really talked about all that much is Glory. We'll see what this young man can do with the snipe here, but he's going to try and just play the angles, but the flag is starting to move. Is anyone there to help out? And it's going to be Glory to overlook and help out his boy. They're going to manage to stop that flag for the time being over toward mid, and this is going to slow things down just for a moment as that return is going to come through.
They'll slowly get this recov. Now I think what we're looking here for from Nemesis is they've said, Lucid got the last 2 overshields. They got 1 flag cap out of it. Can we finally get one of our own?
Yeah, you know, I like that. I really like that, guys. You know, that's probably what Snipe Drone is telling his boys right now. But they got to get in there and make that a reality. Overshield's coming up in just a second here. Glory has not been able to find the shots, but what he has done is his presence here has given FaZe Clan some pause. They can't move willy-nilly because they know they're going to be running into the cannon that is the S7 there, but here comes Wootum. He's the one who ends up getting the overshield. Beautiful slide there to try and open things up. Now he's going to just move as fast as he can, and Nemesis could very well be looking at number 1, and they are. We got a tied game.
Well played by Wootum, grabbing that OS, just moving in perfectly. He even had a snipe there. So somehow he must have secured the FaZe sniper while running that OS, just doing absolutely everything he can for the squad.
Nemesis not going out without a fight. And Wootum is leading the charge here. Currently outslaying all of FaZe Clan. Only one Snakebite, who we were talking about him earlier and how he was just a slaying machine. And it seems like that trend still continues here. Woodham is going to get the better of Penguin in this exchange, and as you can tell, right, things they've slowed down considerably. And now FaZe are just going to look for that opening now that Woodham's out of the picture here.
Yeah, FaZe trying to take over this BR side. They eventually get it. Now this is going to be tough. Woodham and crew are going to be spawning near that elbow. Not the spot that they want to be. They just have these low spawns, and last time we saw them spawn in this position, they just pushed through. Looks like Woodham's going to go back to his flag defend. He knows there's just one member left.
Woo.
Loses the 1v1 against Lucid. Lucid trying to buy time, but this flag is moving for Nemesis.
And he's got to try and stop it, and he does not. Glory and SLG work in tandem to be able to remove him from that fight. And as the bodies of FaZe start to drop, SLG brings that flag right underneath the base. Could be looking for number 2 here. Snakebite does manage to get that kill. Does SLG have the opening? He does, and it's 2-1. Nemesis 1 flag away from taking map 1.
Lucid seems like he's spawning over here with how frequently he's over at the Nemesis BR. Just every single time, just blocking these spawns and being such a presence over at the Nemesis base.
Maybe he wants a pillow, Dave.
You know,
Maybe he wants a Nem pillow. Just saying, they're really nice. Go get your Nem pillows before they're gone. Now Snakebite, though, he's going to be hanging out under that base here. Looking to see if there's going to be any members of Team Nemesis that he can delete. He manages to find one. That's going to be SLG. He works with Lucid here. The duo coming from SSG now trying to work together to be able to tie this one up. A Snakebite now, he's going to hit a little bit of that wall, which is going to slow things down. But the good news for PJ is that he's got the pathway, and that's number 2. Next flag wins.
Let's see, half these flags. Overshield to be a pretty big defining factor here, GB.
Oh, yeah. This has been the story of the map, but this is what Halo's about. Controlling those power items has so much influence over how the game is played out. Removing that sniper on the backside of Nemesis. One thing that I thought was actually quite fascinating here, David, correct me if I'm wrong, gorgeous shot from Snakebite. Gorgeous shot, that's a double. He's looking for a third, does not get it. But something that I find quite interesting is that you're seeing FaZe always in that Nemesis base. You don't really see the other side. Whenever Nemesis is in the base, they're grabbing the flag and they're getting the hell out of there.
Yeah, they don't seem to be spending as much time blocking VR and doing an elongated setup. Instead, they just seem to scrap up a couple of kills in the middle, grab that flag and get out.
Which I can respect. I actually quite like that for them because it works for them, right? They've been able to keep this one close, tied up now 2-2. Next flag cap is going to win, but you mentioned it, Dave, that 4-minute overshield. It's coming up in just 18 seconds. Could very well determine the game, and both teams know this. They've seen the influence of the overshield throughout the course of this game, so you know that emphasis is going to be placed on it. Currently, Team Nemesis has presence inside of that OS room, so if they are able to get it, I would probably see FaZe just trying to pepper them with as many grenades as possible.
Yeah, Nemesis favored to get it. Looks like Glory does get the OS, and does he go for the kills or an instant grab? Instead, looking like he's going for kills first. 1 drop on each side. That's Penguin and Woodham falling for each side. Glory gonna trade that out with the melee, and the OS overshield essentially ineffective.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was the thing that we wanted to see from FaZe. They kind of realized that they were going to have to concede that middle area, concede that overshield. So what do? They go back to their base, they receive, and where that overshield player is going to come, nade, melee, remove that from the equation, and you're right back to the drawing board.
One thing I will say is that one of the captures we saw from Nemesis was not relying on an overshield.
That's true. That is
we
true.
did see both overshields being required for the FaZe flag capture.
That is true.
So let's see if there's something that could transpire for this next minute and 10 seconds. Who knows if Nemesis are just gonna, instead of post up in the center, prep for that next overshield, maybe put some pressure over on FaZe and see if they can grab a flag.
But I'm really liking what I'm seeing here from FaZe, though, Walsh. Like, they are unrelenting in their presence in mid. Penguin doing the Lord's work out here, holding it down as he's going to continue his path of terror. He also has Lucid there to help him out. Never mind, Woodham just going to hit him with a clothesline from hell. That's going to be a double kill for him. And he's now looking to see if he can find some more targets here. Oh,
yeah,
my!
Man. These snipes can absolutely secure it. Look at this fearlessness. So aggressive, pushing on over to the FaZe base. And this is the perfect spot you want to be. Like I said, you're blocking the spawns from this BR or Armory side. Spawn them at bottom tower or elbow. And it's such a tough position to push out of. But luckily, Snipe Drone got picked off before he got that flag into the center.
Yeah, had he been able to clear that, maybe
this could also be a throw here. This could actually be real bad for Nemesis. They gave up the sniper, they gave up some deaths in this flag, and overshield coming up.
Good call. We'll see how this works out. FaZe has been really effective with that overshield, and Lucid stays alive, takes out Snipe Drone. Beautiful shot Looking for another one here. Is he's going to be dancing around the middle? Wait a minute, though. SLG just swooped on in, grabbed the overshield. We got a minute 50 left on the clock here. SLG trying to march his way forward toward that FaZe Clan shield. That's going to be a double kill for the Frenchman. Looking for another one here. He's going to bring this one across. He's got the support. Is he going to be able to clear the 50-yard line? He does so, but is it going to be enough as his teammates are there backing him up? A couple big kills coming in. 3 down for FaZe Clan, and Nemesis are going to lock in map number 1.
Overshield being so key in getting those flags. I want to say it was 4 out of the 5 flag captures were all due 15 seconds after that OS is grabbed.
I saw Brad and I was like, bro, I got to go back up. Like, I can't, bro. I'm about to have a panic attack. Like, I am losing my mind. So then I had to go lay down for 4 hours. Unprofessional out of me, but I used the Eddie thinking it's gonna help me sleep, but I woke up fucking gone. So I had to lay down and like kind of sleep for like 4 more hours, taking the little baby naps with APG chaperoning.
Did you sleep well at least?
Fuck no, I kept waking up. How strong was it? It was like 25 milligrams. And usually I'll eat like 5, 10 max. And I haven't ate real edibles in forever. I was gone, bro.
You feel better now, though?
Yeah, like it's one thing that I felt super high, but it's another that like my anxiety spiked so hard. I was like borderline anxiety attack. That's why I had to go back to the room. Just like wait till it fucking went away.
Yeah, he couldn't just like charge behind over towards commando and jump up or go through driveways, maybe hit a random one-on-one.
Try again tonight. I think you got it this time. Yeah, it is a shitty feeling, but it was a lot, bro. It was a wave of. It was a lot.
Big play for him out of that one, and nice protection there.
We're here now, though. We bounced back. We regained. I still feel a little like antsy and anxious, but.
They just have to have so much info here.
Wow.
I ain't no pussy. I am a pussy, but I ain't no pussy.
That's a good shot from PJ.
Yeah, it's all good. Tourney starts tomorrow. Tourney starts tomorrow, chat. I just want to see BTH make a run. That'll make my day.
They win these next 2. I'll be the happiest person in the world.
All those members of FaZe, they had the rest of the map under control. It's just a matter of time before they got those kills cleaned up over at Bulldog and Cafe.
Remember, map control is the name of the game, and when you see players grouped up like that,
This is a weird little.
spell disaster if they don't react fast enough.
FaZe having a nice little regain.
Yeah, 23-14.
They're going to look to try and add on, create a little bit more distance.
I see them just kind of like running away with this too.
Yeah. Even when these players on Nemesis were on different teams and Slayers, they would just keep on going. Like, especially the old quadrant, they would just consistently just push, even when they're down.
Officer Bartle Dew with the resub 26 months. Welcome back. Courtney with the BTH in the chat. At least someone's holding it down. At least someone's holding it down.
Hey, I'm going to stay in this powerful position right here. If someone comes around the corner, I'll play the dance and kill.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Snakebite was not prepared for that. He thought he had coverage over toward that PD side.
And Nemesis, they have to. They're trading out. They have to get like a clean 4 dead and keep FaZe on spawn. But they're just getting kills, and FaZe is just getting a couple more.
On FaZe as his teammates spawn up over toward Tram and cause some more
Turning up another notch.
behind Trippy. He was not aware of it.
It's 30-21. Might be hope for a little bit of a comeback. I'm down to fucking see it. I'm down to see it.
If a team has a large lead, they're happy to trade out kills. FaZe are saying, yes, let's get this over to like the 40 kill mark, and we'll be happy to go in there with a 7 or 8 kill lead.
It does feel like, Dave, to your point earlier about how it feels like Nemesis really unsure. That was awesome. Really unsure of how to approach this. And
Yep, FaZe just extending that lead. 16 more, and this is in the bag. Honestly, I think after this game, I might have a little bit more faith in FaZe. Granted, the objectives, I think that's for Nemesis. That's their best game mode. But
They have a numbers advantage on a charge across the map to see if they can catch off their spawn. One thing that's been kind of consistent here for Nemesis is being aggressive. In the past,
actually, they couldn't die there. If they got that clean wipe right there, that would have been huge. But they got FaZe got
Snakebite
two.
taken down as well, 36-32. They should have him on some kind of spawn.
Did he see
They're
him?
getting into PD.
Did he see him back A? I don't think he saw him back A. They're trying to get the cafe kill first and then wrap. They're trying to get the cafe kill first. They got to get fast. They do.
Trippy taken down. They know there's a guy in here. PD's weak.
He has to reload. He has to reload. You should have just reloaded, bro.
Could have took your time. Could have took your fucking time.
Yep, and now there's 3 dead from
Penguin
Nemesis.
gets a kill. That was it right there. Seemed like it should have went their way.
It's always going to be good for FaZe in this instance, so they're fine forcing Nemesis in these really awkward spots.
Yeah, good damage from Lucid. Very good damage.
Take these fights on their own terms.
They're keeping FaZe weak, though. Yeah,
Snakebite gets the kill. He was just one shot.
Nemesis just
And they
flying.
just keep pushing.
Wait, oh, Damnified now. They get 3 dead.
3 dead.
Where's Penguin? Penguin shows
Know
himself.
where he is.
Snakebite and PD.
They should maybe know they're in PD, right?
Yeah, they have to. They have to. That's why they're not pushing.
But now what do you want to do?
They get 1. They get 1. Camo's coming up soon. It's 2. Last 2 pushing.
They're in a great position.
Get
Got the
damage.
melee. That should be it.
Yeah, get
they
these-
should both be finished.
Nice, there's 1.
He gets taken down. There's one more, though.
They get Camo too. Does PJ get that kill or what? They got
just saw
away.
him
He got
cafe.
away.
Snakebite gets away.
But
They got Camo, though.
back, they see the guy back A. Sees him. Oh, he gets the kill.
Gets the kill. He's going to help him cafe side.
That might 2. That might 2. They're trying to make some moves.
There's no way FaZe bottles this.
Oh, this is a good play. This is a good play. Oh, they see
He
him.
needs help, though. He needs help. He needs help.
Oh, they gave him a kill,
do
too.
that. No.
Number 2.
45-43.
Oh,
No,
they
he
needed
doesn't
that.
get the trade.
Needed that. Needed that. Oh, he just stays alive too, bro.
They're pushing up cafe, being aggressive. Trippy's going to be getting their face. Trippy's still
That's the
weak.
game.
Take him
Oh,
down.
hopefully this one does not play out the
Penguin with the kill too. Nice game.
Yeah, it's going to be GG.
Good
We're
plays
going
from
to trade
Nemesis,
in the
though.
back. Yep, Trippy gets another kill, 49-44. And just like that, FaZe is going to tie up the series here. After Nemesis had such a good fight, FaZe winning map number 2. All right, tied 1-1.
Wow.
Hey, FaZe side, the other side, they're doing a Shakespearean I bite my thumb at you.
Ah, okay.
You know?
fair point. Also, Shakespeare mentioned on a Halo broadcast. Always a first for everything. Hey, but you know what, though? This is a great start again here for Nemesis. They managed to get 3 members of FaZe down. Glory's got himself the snipe, too. But they do not have hill control. But they do have the position. Let's see what Glory can find here. Makes the call. 1 player's there, but he doesn't have any help. So he'll have to play this one out slowly and just kind of concede a little bit of this time here while his teammates come back off the spawn.
Well, hopefully his teammates are coming back with camo or something. I mean,
Hey, look.
Yep. if he's wasting that much time over there and buying time for his teammates, he's got to hope that they're doing some more work over near that silo side. Luckily, not a ton of time here on the board for FaZe. These next kills are really going to decide it, though.
Yeah, that was a big win there for FaZe. As a matter of fact, 2 big wins as they take out the power item and the power weapon. Penguin's now got himself that sniper rifle, and they're waiting for those spawns, and they know where they're going to be coming from, given where the position of their teammates are relative to where they're not on the map. So they have to be prepared to receive this. Penguin, though, misses that shot. Just a little bit on the left side. Might have hit that wall as he was trying to strafe around it. So close to being able to lock up Green, but Glory comes in with a double kill. He's going to get his snipe back.
Got it back, but they have their work cut out. That's going to be 3 down. I like this. Scrapping up time right away. There's no reason that you just start to set for this next hill. You need to put the pressure on the FaZe, because FaZe could get 1 more wipe here, and all of a sudden, this hill can be anyone's.
Woo! That's the shot you wanted. 1 in the chamber, 1 kill. That's all they needed out of that one.
Look at this patience here from FaZe. It almost feels like FaZe are waiting for Lucid to spawn before they make a larger push towards the hill.
That does
They're
give
getting
me a
kills on
little-
the outskirts, though. Looks like Woodham falls, SLG falls. This is looking still not great for FaZe as all 4 go down. I don't know if they are going to be able to close out this hill. This one's going to be Nemesis getting the first hill.
They got it. Nemesis
Wow.
getting number 1. Uh-oh. Let's see if FaZe answer back. As now, look at where Nemesis is. They got the position. They got the tower side control as well. A little control, not the most. There comes a big push from Trippy. He'll get himself a kill, and maybe a trade there too. So that's 2 members of Nemesis down here, opening the pathways for FaZe to try and get onto this hill, but it has been challenging, to say the least.
Yeah, let's see what Penguin decides to do here. He's going to be trying to stop this camo. Does he get the trade? That's so effective. It's so huge. Sometimes players get in that ring around the rosy sort of mentality. Some of these players also have no fear of just charging straight at that last location and trading out that melee.
He knew exactly what he needed to do because where the position of where that player was and where his teammates were trying to get objective time on the board, that camo could have spelled disaster for FaZe Clan. So great play there. Now you're going to start to see this push coming in from Nemesis, and Snakebite reads it so well. He's got the green gun low. That plasma
Does he know he's
pistol.
behind that post? Maybe not.
I mean, he had to have heard some movement down there, and well, he did find the mark, but it's going to make that one player one shot, but not enough to get the kill, and he does not have teammates there to help him out. They just got to remove this guy right away. They do so. They'll get that sniper back too.
Yeah, getting control of that snipe, trying to waste a bullet, not effective.
read.
This also, look at how little time has been secured on this hill. Both these teams just worried more about killing and securing control of the area. They are not ready just to scrap up, 20% of that hill at a risk of someone sneaking behind in the mud.
That was a really nice snipe nade there, right? Use the nade on the left side, force the movement on the right, get the kill off the body shot. Love to see it. And this is going to be Team Nemesis again with this control right back where we were when the hill first emerged. FaZe Clan waiting for the numbers to come up. You're going to see Snakebite rounding out the left side here. He's going to try and see if he can open things up, but instead it's going to be a killing spree for SLG.
Wes said he wanted to see a big game out of SLG. Well, how about most kills in the lobby? Is that enough, Wes?
Yeah.
Is that gonna appease you finally?
Wes gave us a thumbs up, so I think it's good. The call's in, but they do need, to secure this. Ooh, actually, that nade might have taken out his teammate too. You got to be a little careful there. Waiting for that melee, and that actually ended up causing him a little bit on that one. How much you could do in that, though? That's just the name of the game. Glory, as soon as he emerged, they were ready for him.
I was like, he's playing so cautious and careful there for no reason, and somehow just gets melted out by the barely peeking out of the side of those boxes.
This really does remind me of what we just saw on that first hill when Nemesis came back from barely anything and were able to lock it up. FaZe Clan did the same thing to them, so how you like the taste of that medicine is what FaZe is telling Nemesis. As we're all knotted up 1-to-1, we're heading on over to the garage side.
Right, Trippy getting some early time, also has this camo. I'm surprised he's actually not staying in there the rest of this, but looks like he's just a little
getting a lot of
fearful since he
info.
doesn't have teammates with him just yet. And look at this, position himself
He has no
just
nades.
perfectly for this flank, and here goes Trippy. One goes down, gets some damage on the second rat tunnel, and gets on a 1v1 against Glories. Where are the rest of the members of FaZe? Because it felt like there was the right opportunity there, but no cleanup.
And had he had someone at that top door, the mid door there, he actually could have been able to stay alive, or at the very least been able to do enough damage to get his teammates those kills. But instead, it's going to be Nemesis with a great recovery, great read in that one, because that could have been bad.
Yeah, huge play out of Glories to shut down Trippy there, and because of it, Nemesis rewarded almost 50%, make it about 60% of the hill time in this third hill.
Uh-oh. How does FaZe respond? They got to get in here. They're going right through the rat tunnel. So expect Snipe Drone to be getting shot from the back in a second here. And he manages to stay alive against Snakebite. That's also a killing spree for Snipe Drone here. Got to get inside of this.
Great trade-offs here. What was that, Snipe Drone and Glory, I believe, that just been
That's
trading
it.
off from that window into the hill, and that just looked easy. What started off was a scary, trippy flank that didn't come out to fruition. And then Nemesis just getting control of that hill, securing that with almost no problems.
Nemesis now looking good halfway for the team from Europe. Whether or not they can secure this win would be massive to be up in this series and put FaZe at series point. Penguin, though, they know exactly where he is. I would imagine they know where he is. Yeah, they were ready for him. They saw that one player on the top mid, so they were able to actually put the pressure on him by that box near Nest. Now FaZe managed to get back in here, and I have a feeling FaZe can actually lock this one up with the way that they're playing this one, but they need to remove these players. And look at the sea of blue that's starting to make its way over to that hill.
Yeah, it felt like a kind of a desperate push there from Nemesis to get in that hill. They didn't have control of the top tower. It felt like they were just trying to force Lucid or someone down. But yeah, FaZe weren't too worried in that since they had top tower control. They still had map control.
Lucid should be getting attacked here from up top in a second. As a matter of fact, just as I say that, that player tower was having to deal with actually one of the members of FaZe Clan, and that's going to be 2-2 locked up here. So we're all knotted up in this one. Whether or not this is going to be a Nemesis win now is going to be in question, but they are back on it.
How is Snipe Drone? He's the one that's getting spotted more. He's the one that has camo. He should be the hidden one, where it feels like he can't find other players, but he's being seen by everybody.
Yeah, might as well just have a light radiating from him at that point with the way things have been going. Poor guy. But they're going to be back on this. Team Nemesis. Or actually, I stand corrected. It's going to be FaZe Clan. Won't lie, the red of FaZe and the blue, it's kind of messing me up. I'm not the smartest man.
No one ever said you were.
Thank you, buddy. That's why I appreciate you. Keep it above 50 every time. Halfway point gain now for FaZe Clan. They're looking to get this third point. What does Snipe Drone look to do? He's got that QT, so he can get a couple of shots in there and back out. And they're going to fight out of the tower here to get this control. You can see exactly where that player is. Penguin hanging out on the backside right near that ramp. Just like, hey, if you want to push this, I dare you, good luck. It's going to be very tough for you to be able to push through this, but they are. Managed to get a couple of kills down. But they're so close from being able to lock this one up, and there goes Nemesis inside. Thing is, though, there's a lot of time for Nemesis to come back into this. They can't make a mistake.
A lot of time, but also FaZe kind of desperated that just for a little bit. So we're gonna have to see if it comes back to hurt him or not.
Glory's got the snipe again.
FaZe just needs a kill or two. Simple as that. FaZe gets a kill or two, they jump in the hill, they secure this third hill.
And honestly, they cannot allow this sniper to run rough shot all over them. Oh, wait a minute, though. Glory's actually going to abandon the position. He's getting shot from behind. He can't do anything about it. And FaZe Clan get that third cap. Great play, and now it just had to force the sniper player to make the move because it happened so fast.
Yeah, and jumping out with that snipe, that is going to be rough there for Nemesis, because that was already going to be a tall order to somehow defend that hill and keep it. But the fact that you kind of put yourself in a rougher position
with the power weapon.
Green hill.
With the power weapon. So you lose that, and then you're also in this spot where, well, I mean, hey, if you're a Nemesis, you're not too mad about the situation because we're able to recover
about losing the sniper in that case.
Exactly.
And those are tough though, because like at some point you can see that play out in your mind. You jump out, you finish that first person coming over from cuts, you end up getting the finish, you go towards hill, you win a one-on-one, and all of a sudden you might win that third hill. But all throughout that rambling of mine, SLG's been crouching down there. It's going to bring this to a 3v3 tie.
My guy was great. He was reading a book. He got to check his horoscope. No one was there to stop him. I mean, it's just wild that he was completely unchallenged there.
I love that play. I actually really like that QT. Some people wait to use that QT later and put himself in such a bad spot. Instead, he was going to try to flank over towards bags, and then he could actually be in two relevant spots at the same time.
That was a good use of it, and he also knew, too, that those nades were going to be coming in. They wanted to put that pressure on the green side because you got to clear that up in order to march forward, and SLG read that one like a book. Does he stay alive long enough? He does. A massive, massive stick. So many happening today, Dave. That was on the Lucid. You got an almost halfway mark for Team Nemesis, but you have two members of FaZe trying to stay alive back at tower.
FaZe desperately trying to keep tower. They realize how important this one is. We saw this play out last time. Everyone just battling towards back to tower and tower to try to secure that before grabbing C-Plat. Kills being traded back and forth. SLG, the last one alive here for Nemesis. What can he do? That's going to be all four down. And an overkill from Trippy when they need him the most.
Oh, baby. Exactly what FaZe needed. Now they need to play off of this. And they're doing just that. On that hill, they're about to pass where Nemesis is on the bar, so that means that as of right now, FaZe have a little bit of a lead here. How does Nemesis look to respond? They need to win this one. What a great opportunity it could be. They came back into this with FaZe being up 3-2 to tie it up.
Couple players dropping there, though. It felt like kind of a free kill getting that first one in the rat tunnel. Penguin also dropping, Lucid also down. This is going to be Woodham and crew jumping right back in this hill. And they don't have a ton of room here. FaZe, they have to go challenge this hill. and they have to challenge it now.
This feels like me playing Halo 2. He's got the noob combo. He's doing the business. Snake bites in the hill. Does he get the 30? Does that explosion. Oh man, the remote detonation. You love to see it. But now, does he win this one out for his team? He's got a member there right in the backside, trying to protect him. The green gun doesn't connect, but hey, he'll be fine. The bandit's gonna do the job. And it seems like the captain's trying to get the team back over to victory. One more kill here, potentially is Woodham, looking to be the hero for Nemesis. And he does manage to get the kill, but it's Lucid in the hill, and it's Lucid who gets the win.
Just the bait and switches, the trades back and forth there for FaZe, just to barely eke that one out.
Whoo, boy. Oh, guys, been in the game for a hot minute. But let's do this and see how it all shakes out. Can FaZe Clan win this out 3-1, or does Nemesis force that map 5? But if anything is, if Trippy was any indicator in that last game, hey, I'm looking for him to pop off again here.
Trippy trying to stop that crucial B stronghold. Not going to happen as Woodham trades that out, gets the kill.
Going
What's
down
up
now
next,
to
though?
help out. Got to help out SLG, and SLG did the work. Put a lot of players very weak, but a well-placed grenade there by Snakebite actually keeps him alive.
Gets the
That's
second
crazy.
kill too somehow. Just an unexpected challenge
How does
right
he
there
do
from
that?
Snakebite.
Does he have like another health bar that we don't know about? That's crazy. You have a
Or I
med pack
wonder
on
if
him?
that's not done well enough. I wonder if when people are clambering up, if he's just going straight for that melee trade right
True,
away, realizing someone's going to just jump right in his face and get that a little quicker.
All right, FaZe Clan now with control of A and B. Snakebite trying to force that player out of B. It's going to be Woodham, I believe, but there's Penguin there to back him up. And now you're going to start to see potential catwalk as well as this whirlpool push. Words are difficult, but hey, it ain't difficult for Snakebite to get that double kill. He's looking for another one here too. Might be able to find it. It's Snipe Drone. He's one shot. Snakebite's got the read, and he's got a teammate there to back him up.
Also just find out, even though he gets picked off by SLG there, the call-out's been given. Lucid knows this is being challenged, knows someone's coming over there from the plasmas, and can just do that info whenever you'd like.
Trippy with another trade there, but that's going to be good for FaZe. They'll just need to get a body there to reset. But as it stands right now, they're in a good spot, continuing to accrue some points here, crucial points.
Potential first trip cap? No, but I expect to see at least
Wait a
one of
minute.
these go. I'm surprised this has taken so long. You had 3 dead from FaZe, and they finally get the second cap here for Nemesis, so I'm not sure what took so long there, but SLG is now fallen, and a situation that I thought could have been a potential trip cap, or at least a confident double cap, has now turned against Nemesis. And 2 people down, I'm sure FaZe is going to flip one of these.
That's why I like playing on keyboard and mouse, because in that situation, he was able to just double back so fast and play his life there. Unfortunately falls, but man, this is intense for sure. As Glory now set to one shot here. He's surrounded by members of FaZe Clan, but he's got that camo. So he could play this, right up top here on the control room, so he could get some vision without sacrificing too much, forcing those guys out of the position here, but still FaZe with A and B control like we had seen earlier on.
And that's tough when he drops in the pit and sees another teammate. There's so many times you're like, all right, I'm going to live, I'm going to do a little flank. You see someone else taking the same flank as you, and you're like, no. You kind of want only one person down here until
Damn
they
it.
both revert back over to some high ground.
Damn it, teammate. They got Glory, another big win for him there as he stays alive. And this is going to just continue to be FaZe adding on to this. It really has not been an opening for Nemesis to get in there, so credit to FaZe for really putting Nemesis back behind the ropes.
And these ones are frustrating because it's not like Nemesis are playing bad or anything. It's just like these kills are being traded and they can't get anything from it.
Yeah.
And so, all right, once again, they have to try to force another push. In fact, they might have a short trip cap here. I would assume A to be flipped shortly after this. They got to be spawning an elevator.
Yeah, but you do see 2
Snake
players
over there. We'll see what happens.
If he's there, that could be a problem.
Yeah, that guy in the elevator, he showed himself to be a massive problem earlier on this round. But this unorthodox trip cap, it doesn't feel like a normal trip cap, but FaZe racking up so many points right now.
Yeah, this is very dangerous now for Team Nemesis. They need to get bodies onto the Strongholds as soon as they possibly can. Big win there for SLG as he takes out Lucid. Snakebite, though, got the camo. Might very well cause a problem here for Nemesis.
Yeah, damage has been done, though. I mean, this is a massive 150-point lead here for FaZe. Nemesis essentially need to get a trip captain just to get back into this game.
And they are in a position to be able to do so, right? They got A and B control, but Snakebite.
Busted.
Yeah, well, remember, his vision's better than everyone else, so he's good at the situation. But now, as we take a look at how things are starting to shake out here, it's going to be FaZe Clan again that's right on top of Nemesis here, not giving them that moment to breathe. They only have been able to get 35+ points. And as it stands right now, if Snakebite and them have their way, they might not be able to cross that 100-point threshold. So they got to get in this game fast.
They need to do it quick, but lots of strongholds changing hands right now. A is going to flip. B is already flipped. C is now flipped over for FaZe. And just a little switcheroo there. FaZe coming out ahead, though.
Yeah, this is going to be a big fight over the control. Kind of shocked, though. The snipe drone was not ready for that. Did he get the stick on him? He did not. So he does manage to stay alive. Snakebite is alive. He's going to be a problem. That's a double kill for him. They're going to try and see if they can flip A back. There is a body on that one, and the spawns are starting to happen over toward that gold side, and they need to push out ASAP.
This is going to be an AC temporary hold, though. Right now, FaZe's goal is they would love to trade one of these two strongholds for B. It looks like they're already making the push towards B. You can sense the desperation here coming out of Nemesis. They need to make some of these stronghold flips happen, and FaZe are treating it as if Nemesis are not playing defense, and they're correct.
And an important note as well is that with Trippy's play there toward the Hydro, what that did, he saw 3 members of Nemesis there. So he's making the call, guys, they're all over here. Let's just continue to maintain control of the field and don't give them an opportunity to come back into this one. Very well played by Trippy. He's been having a great series. Going to be 2 down now.
3 down for
3 down.
Nemesis. Yeah, 3 down. Time just keeps on ticking here.
20 points left.
This one's just felt so weird. It's not like you're seeing a massive outslay. You're seeing, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kill outslay there from FaZe.
Yep.
But it feels like just pure domination. These are scores you see from massive trip caps and a massive gap on kills.
And that was also with a couple of these camos getting picked up by Nemesis as well. So the fact that they weren't able to do that with these weapons is so frustrating. I can only imagine for Nemesis. But they did get B and C flipped. So they can play around with this and work with this area. They also got that shock. So they might try and come back into this one. And what I love about this game mode is at the moment that you think you're out of it, you can get a crazy trip cap and come right back into the game.
Yeah, either way, there's a couple things that are going to happen here. If you're a FaZe fan, you're either going to see FaZe close this game out, or you're going to see perfect Halo played against you, and you're going to lose this game. Yeah. One of those 2 things are going to happen.
And both are kind of frustrating.
Either way, yeah.
Both are kind of frustrating because you want the game to be over right now. Trippy, though, as he gets inside of C, he's got a couple of players here present toward that platform here. That's one for Trippy. Big kill for him. He's going to give himself that shroud screen for a bit of added cover and get right back into the fray. He's got himself a teammate. That guy's going to be one shot. Trippy's there for the stop, looking for another one. You only got 7 points remaining here for FaZe and the rest of the squad to be able to lock this up, but instead it's going to be 2 kills.
Flip is big, though. I believe that's Glory's flipping B. That one's the toughest one to get, so this keeps Nemesis alive.
But it is such a fragile game for Nemesis here. Only 7 points FaZe Clan needs to get, and they will lock up this series. Nemesis have to come back. It's a mountain that they have to climb here. It is possible, but damn, it's going to be difficult.
It's going to be tough. Any of these opening kills happens, and right here, Nemesis can kind of sit back on it. Looks like they're just going to go trade out that kill. That's going to be 2 down. They know one's at bottom control. What are they going to do about it? Looks like they're going to secure it.
That's it. I mean, that was the go button right there.
The kills flowed. FaZe are going to grab one of these strongholds, and now they just have to play D for 4 points.
Yeah, and also they got to make sure that that camo doesn't cause a problem, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got ourselves some bodies on the side, folks.
What?
Hold up.
There's 2 down for FaZe, and here's the trip cap that Nemesis have desperately needed. They know the spawns of players are over at Elevator. Do they decide to press this? We will find out, but I do think that they should have and could have pressed that play. They have to get a trip cap to win this game in my eyes.
And another thing to bear in mind too is that they allowed that camo to stay up because they figured that they were going to be able to knock this up right here now. But instead, Glory's able to get that and use it to great effect. So he gets himself a couple kills there, and that's going to maintain the control here for Nemesis, at least for a moment. And they might try to go for this trip cap again.
Yep.
Again, that's what they need to do.
It's not really going to be a trip cap, though. Snakebite at any point can help flip C here. Just waits for his teammate to help him over at the Hydro side. So, yes, a temp trip cap, but what Nemesis need is all those players spawning over at that one stronghold. They need to challenge it and get a true trip cap and go back and forth.
This fight happening over toward the elevator side, that's what I'm looking forward to here, to see how they try and make this push through the catwalk, but also on the other side, where are the Nemesis members for the support as they go in to try and entry over toward that A site. So this is coming, guys,
This is getting a little scarier now. Yeah, starting to actually get scary. Before we were in a spot where a trip cap was required. Now we're starting to get a spot where Nemesis just needs to hold on.
Glory's got to get in there right now, but does he have an opportunity? He could have hit the shot. He gets the win! Glory stays alive for the team, and he's going to try and keep the drive alive here. Does he get the kill? No, he doesn't. Only one player left alive, though. It's going to be Snakebite. But they managed to get it. Oh, my word. They flipped
C. Flipped.
This is scary.
This
We're in
is
scary
now where
territory.
FaZe are going to start panicking a little bit. You know, these last 3 to 5 minutes, they've just said, all right, just play, call out, whatever, we'll get this closed out.
They got
Give
it.
us FaZe to get
They
B
got
and
it.
A, and they close out this game. But my God,
My heart
did Nemesis
palpitations.
put up a fight?
I couldn't handle that one. Oh, the pacemaker was skipping a beat. Oh, what a game that was, and FaZe Clan managed to pick up the dub. They win 3-1. What a match we just saw. Both teams laying it out there on the field. Excellent game.